Hello, good afternoon. Okay, I'll hit recall, go. All right, so we got 10 minutes. So I already recapped all the colors. I have a mixture of ones that I bought from Joann Fabric, which would just be these two colors here that are, you know, in your standard pencil. And then these round ones here I bought at, where did I buy those at? Target. So I'm just gonna move them off to the side, up over here. Not sure if you can see that or not from up there. I'm gonna move over this stuff just in case I need to move the paper. So I'm gonna start with dark purple and I'm just going to color. So not going soft at all, because I do know that when I go to use my glue to make these beads, I'm going to make this pull up. I just know it will, and I kind of don't want that to happen, but I know it will. So I'm going to try to get as much purple, or this color purple, because I have several different ones, all throughout here, because I probably will cut these this way, bead wise. I'm not sure. I might cut them the long way. I didn't measure how much this is. Let's find out quick. Sorry, I know you can't see my work. So it's, whoops, 9 by 12. Okay, so I might just cut along this way, since it says that's 12. So anyway, let's continue going. I'm not going soft at all here. I'm actually coloring pretty hard. You can see some of the pieces keep coming up. I have no particular order that I'm doing this in, and as you know, I'm not the best at doing any type of artwork. When I was a young teenager, I enjoyed art. It was my way of dealing with bullies and stuff. Is I just, you know, that's a pretty typical thing that you would see the kid that got picked on all the time doing, was, you know, off in the corner by themselves, not paying attention to what the teacher is teaching. And I'm gonna move these so I can slide this up so I can work where you can see what I'm doing. I'm hoping I'll be able to get the rest of the paper mostly. You won't be able to see maybe this bottom corner, but that's all right. You can just pretend. But anyway, as a young teenager, I enjoyed drawing and art and all that. I was in advanced Native American art classes in high school, because I went to a school that had a very high population of Native Americans. And anyway, so I liked drawing a lot. I'm gonna try to use up as much of this color until I have to sharpen it, and I'm not gonna go sharpen it. I don't have a sharpener over here. I'll just try to get as much paint or color out of this as I can. I didn't think about grabbing a sharpener, so, and I don't have a knife over here to cut it, so oh well, just have to deal with what I've got on hand. Anyway, back to the story. So I used to draw a lot as a kid, and I'm 40 now, so I'm not exactly a kid anymore. I've got kids in the age group that I'm talking about for me. Okay, I can't do any more in this until I go find a sharpener, which will probably have to be for the next color. So I'll come back to this. So I guess I'll just stick with coloring from here on up, just because I would like to get a pencil for this. So in no particular order, I'm going to pick from these colors over here. So I'll probably just go with the next color that, you know, I can see. So anyway, so I used to like art, drawing, all that kind of stuff. Any kind of art class, I liked it. I didn't really enjoy like art class where you had to learn about the artists. I hated that. I really, that was like, I like drawing. I don't care to know who any of the artists were, or like, you know, that just wasn't the style of thing that I liked. But anyway, as I when I turned 18, and the Army denied me to enter because I have glaucoma, and that's kind of what man, this color really, really gets I'm probably putting on more color than I need to, and I'm probably pushing harder than I probably should be, but I am suspecting that I will be washing color on these. So, but anyway, back to my story. So when I was, oh, excuse me, when I was, I don't know if I can see this up here. Hopefully you can. When I was 18 and I just moved back to where my parents live, because I didn't live at home with my parents when I was a teenager. Anyway, I should grab a paper. I don't have one offhand right now, so I don't rub that because I'm rubbing it. Anyway, so I wanted to like take a Votech class, go to the not 4-year school and just take an art class, but my dad was like, nobody makes money being an artist, and I wanted to do like, because computer art was like becoming more popular, like graphic design was okay. I'm gonna have to stop on this color, so I've pretty much used up all that color too. So I guess we're gonna go with, no, let's go with this color, the blue, the medium blue it says. We'll just color up here. But anyway, so my dad said, you can't make money being an artist. And I, like a dumb young teenager, I believed him. So I just started working as a housekeeper. And I did that kind of job for several years, and then I worked in a kitchen. So, long story short, how I got on that whole topic, I believe, was I'm not very good at drawing anymore. I haven't really drawn in years. So that's kind of why when you look at my Inktober pictures, they're not that good. But it's just my way of, you know, saying, I can do this again. I can draw. I never was great. I've never had like natural talent in art. I've always been very creative. Like, I can think of many uses for an item that, you know, outside of what it is used for. But as far as like actual drawing, I always had to work at making the drawing look nice and stuff, you know, unlike somebody who has just pure natural talent. That was never me. I had to actually work on it. Like, I always had trouble with feet. I spent many years with trying to figure out how to draw hands. So I drew many left hands because I'd sit there and draw, and I would draw my hand over and over until I got it to look, at least so somebody else could tell it looked like a hand. So anyway, I'm not the best at drawing or being an artist of any type, but I do like to think that I'm creative in the fact that, like, I know I'm not the only one that uses these, or would use a thing that you would just go ahead and throw in the recycling. But that's just what I enjoy, those types of things. Just reusing something that you would just toss in the trash. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that story. I know I got on it because I was, I guess, kind of bashing myself on my drawing skills. So if this looks bad, sorry. You can move along and find a better artist to watch or whatever if you want. I just felt like doing something weird for my afternoon. So this is what I want to do, and I want to see how this turns out. I didn't think until just now that This probably isn't going to turn out the best because, like I said, watercolor is very water soluble and it will push the color around. All right, so I'm gonna try to color a little bit more here since my blue is lasting longer than my other colors were. So I'm just gonna color a few more quick until I run out of stuff here. And your end product doesn't always reflect what your paper bead is going to look like anyway, depending on which way you cut it, because this way all you're going to see is just a bunch of random colors. So anyway, I'm not too worried about that aspect. All right, so it looks like I am finished with that. So I'm going to grab my pencil sharpener and I'm going to try to finish these colors out so that way I can just work the whole page. So all right, okay, so on to the next part after this. All right, bye.